Hi, gorgeous. This is episode number 158. You are listening to Heart Sells Podcast, and today is Variety Friday. But it is not just a Variety Friday, the Friday in the week. It is the Variety Friday where we celebrate 1 year of Heart Sells Podcast. And I am so super excited you are here. You are tuning in. Thank you so much for listening, for showing up, for taking the inspiration, the motivation you are getting out of this podcast, and for making the world a better place. So I thought for the long time, what could I do for this special episode? Exactly 1 year ago, Heart Sells Podcast was born and the first episode aired. And I was so fortunate to have a really great kickoff with John Lee Dumas of Entrepreneurs on Fire, who actually was my very first episode. If you have not listened to this wonderful episode, go back. It's episode 001. And then the second episode was already a Variety Friday. And then the third and the fourth episode was my wonderful friend Bob Burke, who is Mr. Go-Giver and an amazing human being and a wonderful salesperson. So when it comes to referrals, when it comes to selling the Go-Giver way, I'm so blessed and pleased to have had Bob on this podcast together with all the other very special speakers. I'm grateful for each and every one of them. And, I could keep doing shout outs after shout outs after shout outs, and it will all be amazing. But you can look that up at christineschlonski.com, find the podcast tab, and you have every single episode right there at your fingertips with all the amazing topics we are covering to take you from a mindset that's not supporting you when selling to really selling from your heart, with your heart, and putting value on the transformation the other person is going to have through your products and services. So today I want to share a story with you. Years ago, when I did my coach training, I think that must be something like 7 years ago, I had one of my coaches who actually we shared a little bit of the way together. So I was going after the coach training, I was going to see a friend, and it happened that she lived kind of close to my friend. So she offered me a ride, and I took her up on that offer. So we were sitting in the car, and she shared with me something that always has stuck with me ever since, and that has made a huge difference. And it also is the reason why I started Heart Sells Podcast exactly on November 29th. So November 29th is actually my birthday. And my wonderful coach shared with me that she started for her birthday to gift her mom flowers, not vice versa. For her birthday, she always sent flowers to her mom. She spent time with her mom because she was so grateful for having had the opportunity to actually be in this world, to do the work that she was here to do. And I found that story so touching that I thought, well, what could I do? So I'm sending my mom flowers since a while. Actually, it's really cool. My husband kind of stepped in as well. And so he started sending her some flowers because he is so happy that she gave life to me, which I think is really cute. But what happened was that I thought, how can I take it to the next level? What could I give for my birthday as a gift to the world that, I'm so grateful to be in this world and to do the work I am doing. So therefore, I decided to create Heart Sells Podcast and to launch it exactly on my birthday so that I could touch so many lives. that I could invite all these amazing speakers sharing their knowledge with me, sharing their sales success story, how they started out, the very first thing they've ever sold, how they felt uncomfortable, and how they got confident and are now superstars in what they are doing and making a big impact in that beautiful world to support other human beings to become better versions of themselves, to sell more, to be more, to have more, to experience more, and to just be that more fulfilled person, that person that's totally happy with their life, because what I always say is happy people make people happy. So when creating Hard Sells podcast, I thought a long time, like, how do I name it? Why is it important to me? Why would it matter to other people? And hard sells for me means that I want to make sure in a conversation that if I can make a difference in somebody else's life, I make sure I take that opportunity. I make sure I make an offer because that person then needs my support. And what I do is I personally work with heart-centered, impact-driven entrepreneurs who really love what they do, but when it comes to the selling piece, they feel so uncomfortable. They might be choking when just thinking of making an offer. They might forget to make an offer at all to their perfect audience, and therefore they are not serving in the way they could be serving. So Hard Sells was born to inspire each and every one of these entrepreneurs to never ever forget to sell, to never overlook again an opportunity to make that offer and to invite someone to buy from us, to make sure we take care of that other person by showing them the difference we can make in their lives, by supporting them with whatever challenge they have. So selling with heart, from the heart, Hard Sells is basically centered around your heart and around love. Because for people that you care for, you would go that extra mile. For people you love, you would do everything that they are better off. So in your sales game, when you have a service, a product, something that you created, something that delivers amazing value, then I want you to show up as your best version to really, really make that offer and to make that difference in the world. It's like back then when my coach told me that she always gives her mom flowers for her own birthday to thank her that she was born. I wanted to do that on a bigger level. Obviously, I'm very grateful for my parents and that I'm here, but I also wanted to gift something to the world. So I decided to gift you Hard Sells podcast. And for everybody who has a podcast, who is a podcast host, who knows a little bit about podcast production, you know how much effort, how much work goes in there. So I want to give a big shout out to my wonderful team who are helping me with cleaning up the audio file, who are doing these amazing, amazing podcast designs that look like a magazine cover and that we're hoping to fill one day as a magazine. A big shout out, obviously, to the people doing the transcript, setting up the beautiful pages on my homepage. A beautiful shout out to the people that help me to put out all that content on social media, help me promote, help me to schedule. And obviously, a huge, huge shout out to every single guest of Hard Sells podcast. I so appreciate you. I had a wonderful time in our interviews. I loved what you shared. Each and every guest is totally heart-centered, impact-driven, here to make a difference. So if you have not listened yet to all of the episodes, I highly, highly recommend. And make sure you let me know, what are your favorites? What are you really excited about? Who was the big inspiration for you? What are your aha moments? So I'm going to do a general shout out for all these amazing, amazing podcast guests, for everyone who has connected me to one of my beautiful guests, and for everyone who will connect me to amazing people, because that is what makes a difference. When we all work together in a team, and podcasting is a team effort, then we can make a much, much bigger impact. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for every single download, comment, heart, like on social media. And really thank you for giving your gifts to the world each and every single day. I'm super, super excited. I would love to hear from you. Hop on over to christineschlonski.com, check out the podcast tab, and always feel free to send me your feedback, your questions, share your aha moments, or maybe the situations you are in and you could need some support on, and send an email to info@christineschlonski.com. I would love to hear from you. I would love to connect with you, and I would love to support you. So let me know what you are struggling with right now. And for the first 10 people writing in, I am very, very happy to gift you with a 30-minute discovery call where I will be giving you some advice around the situation you are in right now, how you can change it. I have a laser coaching program, which is super, super effective, which is 15 minutes. And in that time, I give people ideas that lead to business, to new business in the 5 figures, in the 6 figures. So whenever you feel like you can pick my multi-million-dollar in sales brain, you should do that. So reach out, let's connect, let's start that conversation, and let me help you to really have that thriving business by serving more people, by really enjoying and loving sales. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful you are here. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in this beautiful world. And I'm saying bye for now.